Legends, welcome to BrandBuilder 10K and the six-figure personal brand roadmap. I'm so excited to have you here. I've been working on this for a while and I'm finally keen to share this to the world because this is going to be life-changing, especially if you want to build a personal brand online and make money from it. So if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Jordan. You can also call me JMoss if you like to. I built a six-figure personal brand and this roadmap is going to be detailing how I did it, why you should do it, and how to actually take action on it. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it and explore what we will be covering in this six-figure personal brand roadmap. So firstly, we'll be covering what is a personal brand, my story and results with my own personal brand, content and online business, who exactly is this for, BrandBuilder 10K and 100K setups, the main quest line, how to play BrandBuilder, my goal with BrandBuilder, and special rewards for sharing your wins. Then we'll do a summary of every single thing to make sure you understand it. Now, before we go straight into the source, I'm not going to waste any time. Make sure you follow my socials for more value. So TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to me here on YouTube because I do upload gems daily around building your personal brand and getting more reach on your socials. Finally, share this community if you're coming from BrandBuilder 10K. Let's start something incredible, because I know that personal branding changed my life so fast and it can change yours if you take action on everything inside here. So if you have a friend or family who also wants to start a personal brand, wants to make content, invite them to the community. It's free. They have nothing to lose. Let's spread it. Do not skip this video. So this is the most important video and will set you up for success. So don't skip through it. Just watch the whole thing, take notes. And if you want to make the process faster, you want to maximize your time, here's my hot tip: watch in 1.5 speed or double speed. Now, let's get straight into it. What is personal branding? The short and simple of personal branding is you're taking yourself and you're branding yourself. So instead of taking a business like Nike, Adidas, and they brand their clothing and they create this audience around their brand, you're taking yourself and you're creating a messaging behind yourself. Personal brand versus every other business model. I truly believe that personal brand is the best possible thing you can build. Don't focus on business models. Don't focus on these get rich quick things. Focus on building your personal brand up. Because when you build your personal brand up, literally you can sell anything. You don't need to worry about what business model you're running. You can sell it because you have that personal brand behind you, which creates leverage for your business. And that's why so many business owners, entrepreneurs, and people who are selling stuff online have started personal brands because they're so powerful. It creates leverage for pretty much everything. Business, your network, your status, pretty much everything you can think of, a personal brand can create leverage for that, right? And it's simple. There's little to no costs. It's flexible. So if you choose to pivot niches, pivot business models, create a new product to sell, you can do that. Whereas if you're running an SMMA, you have to stick to SMMA. You have to post something that relates to your agency, right? So you're constricted in that regard. But with a personal brand, it's you. People buy into you. They care about you. You build the brand up around yourself. So you are the life force of anything you choose to do. You don't need to be trendy. So you don't need to follow trends. You don't need to shake your ass on TikTok. You just need to be yourself and be authentic. You can find your people just by being yourself and sharing stuff that you love because other people enjoy it as well. Now, anyone can start a personal brand. It's easy to start. You don't need to have any prior experience, or you don't even have to have a unique personality. So I have heaps of people come up to me and they want to start a personal brand, but they're worried nobody will actually like them because they're not unique. They don't have an exciting personality. They're crappy at talking to the camera. And look, you don't need to worry about that. You don't need to have a unique personality to find your people, to create that core audience around yourself. Trust me, there's going to be people that like you, right? Just trust me on that. It's also, finally, a lucrative money-making opportunity. As I said, you can sell anything from your personal brand. You can promote your business and create leverage for your business. It's also super scalable. So you can turn yourself into a one-person business. You don't need any employees. You just need something super lean and you scale that up to the moon. Of course, you can get employees and contractors if you want to. We'll talk about that in a later section. But for the most part, it's super scalable, super lean. Creators, business owners, entrepreneurs, virtually anyone can start a personal brand. Now, I say creators, business owners, and entrepreneurs because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, and I'm a creator. And a personal brand is a mix of all these different things, right? So these are the people that are going to benefit the most from starting a personal brand. Okay, so let's look at some personal brands and show you what I mean. So on the left here, we got Alex Hormozi. He is a household name right now in the entrepreneurial space, provides a lot of value. He posts a lot of content, and he's someone I look up to all the time. In the middle, we got Zach Perner, who makes fabulous content and is well known in the Aussie fitness niche. On the right, we got a lesser known personal brand, but with a strong following core audience, Chloe Brumage, who is a female entrepreneur. On the bottom right, we've got a girl named Anna Paul, who has built a massive personal brand in Australia and globally, and is just this big, massive one-person business, right? So that's just some examples of personal brands. Now, some of you might know, some of you might have never heard of until now. And that's the power of a personal brand, right? You don't have to be massively well-known. You don't have to have millions and millions of followers. You don't even need 1,000 followers to have a personal brand. There's these things called micro-personal brands, which you can build up and just find your core following, right? And you only need a few people paying you every single month to make a decent income off your personal brand, right? So let's take a look at some other personal brands and how they've monetized. This guy on the left here is named Hamza. He has built a massive personal brand across YouTube and all his socials. Basically, he has opened a school community called Adonis Gang. So if you do the math here, he has 130k members paying him $1 a month, only $1 a month. And if you do the quick math, that's 130k a month. How incredible is that? And that's not even his only offer. He has other offers as well that cost more, right? So he's probably running $1 million a month business right now. How incredible is that? Just off his personal brand. And this is an example of a micro personal brand. This guy named Will Courtney, who I follow, has only 7,500 followers, and yet he's making roughly 7,486 a month with his school community Willionaire. So 197, he's got 38 members. That's roughly this per month. So he's nearly got his following in recurring revenue. Plus he has other offers, so he's probably making more. And that just proves you don't need 10k, you don't need 20k followers or even 30k. You just need a strong core audience who are going to pay you for your community, right? Another example of a female entrepreneur named Jamie C, who recently won the school games. So if you do the math here, she has 1.1k members in her She Creates Wealth paid community at $122 a month, which is 134k a month recurring revenue. That's life change. That's incredible, right? Now, this is people who have personal brands can do this. It's super lean, super profitable, right? And if you look here, this is the school games leaderboard. So if you're not sure what the school games is, a bunch of school communities and personal brand owners, content creators, business owners, entrepreneurs, etc. create school communities and they push them out and they're competing for whoever gets the most new MRR, monthly recurring revenue, in a month. The top 10 get to actually spend one day with Alex Hormozi to scale their business. So that's an incredible offer, right? But if you look here, what I like to do is go to the school games leaderboard. So you join the school games school community, and then you go to the leaderboard and you look at who is winning, right? And I like to go and click on their profiles, click on their school communities, and just do the math. How many members do they have in there? How much are those members paying each? And it's incredible, right? The amount of money that can be made. And these people, I think most of them own personal brands just by looking at them, but some don't even have massive personal brands. They have a few hundred followers and they're able to get this much MRR with their school community. They don't have massive millions of followers, massive reach. They just have a niche and they've found their people that want to pay them for their value. So if you look here, this is our stripe at the start of the year. 1.5K, 1.5K, 1.5K. I remember seeing this and realizing that I had unlocked what felt like a cheat code. Simply by starting a personal brand, providing value, finding my people, helping them solve problems, and then them paying me for it. That's how simple it is. I didn't have to run an SMMA. I didn't have to do anything crazy like that. I just had to go all in on my personal brand and provide value, right? And whenever I've had a passion pop up, I found a way to monetize that passion. And I do that through my personal brand. So my passion right now is personal branding. So I'm finding a way to monetize it. And that means that you right now watching this can monetize your passion. But that's the thing, you don't even have to have a passion to monetize. You can monetize literally anything. That's the power of a personal brand. And school. School is a community. You can charge for it. You provide value in there. Heaps of people who like the same thing, who need the same problem fixed, go into this community and pay you. That's how simple it is. Same with the personal brand. You find your people, you provide value to a specific person, they follow you, they build an audience, they build a connection with you, and then eventually they turn to customers. And this works in any niche, any business model. If you're running an SMMA, if you're running an e-commerce website, anyone can benefit from starting a personal brand. That's why it's so epic. So, how do you actually start one? And it's so simple, it almost sounds stupid. How do you start your personal brand? Well, literally go to your favorite social media platform, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, and just start posting. Take what you like, start posting about that. Maybe you love coffee and you make a coffee every morning. Document that. How do you make your coffee? Is there anything unique you do? How good are you at making your coffee art, right? Even if you don't have any passions that you feel like you can share and post content around, just do it day to day. What's your day look like? Where do you work? Just start simple. Just post. That's all you need to do. Find a platform that you like and post. That's all you need to do to start. So here's my story and results since starting my personal brand. And this has changed my life. So yeah, buckle in. It's going to be a really interesting story. Really fast story as well. So after school, I was lost. And the reason I was lost because I was working this gardening labourer job for 2 years. And when I was working that job, I realized I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I absolutely hated it. I also didn't want to go to uni because I didn't think that would guarantee me being rich or have a successful job that made me fulfilled. So I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I threw 10K into r/Wall Street bets. So if you're not sure what that is, it's like a stock trading Reddit. I joined the hype train. I threw heaps of money in, and ultimately, even though I profited some, the losses outweighed the wins. And I lost like 10K and I was borderline dead broke, right? And that's when I realized, okay, I need to take action on something and take it seriously and not be a fool, right? But I was so lost. And through this season, I was having mental breakdowns. I had social anxiety. I was abusing drugs, alcohol, everything. I was just so lost. And if you've felt lost before, you know how it feels. What I saw one day was people posting on social media, content they loved, right? At the same time, I was getting into the gym. I decided to start posting. And in late 2020, I opened a meme page. Yeah, a meme page, right? Because I thought I could monetize it somehow in the future once I scaled it up. What happened was it evolved to me posting fitness content, me in the gym. What I was aiming to do was inspire and motivate people who were lost like me. That was my whole goal. And it evolved into me growing a following. So on Instagram here, nearly got 14K. On TikTok, it was 10K. And I thought I was, elite. I thought I was top shit. And I thought that if I launched a coaching offer or something like that, I would make a lot of money. I would crack the code and not have to worry about money again. So I quit my job. And went all in on JMoss mentality, this brand I had built. I started coaching. I started selling plans. I didn't make any money. In fact, I actually made probably in total $400. My first ever payment was $132, but as you can imagine, this wasn't enough to pay the bills. And I was on a time crunch because I quit my job. I was running out of money. I was paying bills, rent, etc. I had to grind this. And it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. What I did was I learnt from my mistakes here, closed this down, and opened TradieFit, which was a coaching business for tradies. And this did a bit better because I learned from my mistakes. I niched down into tradies. I scaled this up to 6K in 3 months. So from March to April. And that did pretty well, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me to keep going without income coming in, right? So I went back to a job. I went back to a sales job at a telecommunications company selling phones. I felt like a failure. I felt ashamed because I promised myself after quitting my job to go all in on JMoss mentality that I would never get a 9-to-5 job again. And here I was selling phones, getting abused by customers and absolutely hating my life, right? And that's when I realized like this is make or break. I've got to make this work. Otherwise I'll be working a 9-to-5 for the rest of my life. I'll be working casual jobs, trying to figure it out, being lost. So I just took massive action. I started a clothing brand called Sleeper Build. I didn't actually buy any stock for this. I just had the idea phased out. And what happened was I jumped on a call with a guy named Will who had some success in e-commerce. And he said, look, I'll give you some advice. I said, dope, sounds good. Over this call, what basically happened was he said, look, e-commerce is great, but it takes a while to actually get it up and going. You won't see profit for a while. Why not start something like a paid community to monetize your personal brand that you've already built? And then it clicked. He's so right? This was an awesome idea to me. So I shut the clothing brand down and started a partnership with Will. Took action and started the 3% Club, which was a paid community to help lads, my audience, get jacked, start getting into fitness, get healthy, right? And at the same time, a series I was posting, Real Talk, you might remember it, was going viral. So I was getting inundated with people in my inbox saying, what's the 3% Club about? How can I join it? How can I get started? They just wanted to be coached by me because of my personal brand and the content I was putting out there, right? I was spending 5-6 hours a day talking to people, selling them into 3% Club. And then it just got to a point where it was too much. And I thought, look, we can hire someone, but at that stage in the business, we couldn't afford to do that. Then I started looking into AI tools and automation, like ManyChat.com. And I started automating my DMs on Instagram. So we got to the point where we were selling people into the 3% Club 24/7, day and night, without me going to the DMs ever. This was amazing. And me and Will said to each other, look, no one else is doing this. Let's start something like an AI agency. And that's when Autoscale was born. We scaled this up to 10K in October in only 25 days. This was the fastest I've ever made money in my life or generated revenue because there was such a demand for it. We sped run that to 10K a month. And because of my personal brand, people started asking me, JMoss, what are you doing? Like, what is this AI agency stuff? How can I start learning AI? How can I sell it? And that's when we started AI Agency Builder. So it was a coaching program or a consulting program to help pretty much other people start AI agencies and follow in our footsteps. So when we learn something in Autoscale, we just transfer it to AI Agency Builder and help those lads out as well. And we scaled this business. That's all we did for the past few months, right? And it got to the point where we generated 6 figures off the back of my personal brand from 3% Club, Autoscale, AI Agency Builder, and I was able to move to Gold Coast. So before that, I was living at my girlfriend's parents' place, using a spare room as my office, just absolutely hating where I was because I wanted to be self-sufficient and I just wanted to leave my past behind in Tasmania, where I'm from. I moved to Gold Coast, my dream city, absolutely upgraded my life. I went from last resort to living in a resort with my fiance. Get this beautiful view, get to work, pick my own hours, don't have a boss to answer to. I have surrounded myself with heaps of valuable people, opened up my network, get invited to private events. Pretty much everything you can think of has happened for me because I started my personal brand and started getting results from it, right? This is me now. So I will still live at this place right in the Gold Coast, and I'm just working on this new venture because personal branding changed my life and I want to help it change yours as well. Now here's some of the results. 240K collectively in 12 months and 160 million views in 12 months. Let me say that again, 160 million views. Absolutely insane. Here's the numbers, 121K, I think it was 137K last time I looked. Millions of views, so you know I'm not lying. And multiple 10K plus months. So 13K, 17K, 22K, 23K, 13K, 12K. How amazing is that? Imagine if you opened up your bank or your Stripe and you saw this from your personal brand. And to be honest, guys, it was simple. Not easy, like it required a lot of work, but when I break it down now, it's like, it's simple. I'm just providing value. I'm just giving a solution to a problem and people pay me for it. I've built up a core audience of people that F with me for me. If you're wondering, we had 2 school communities in AI Agency Builder. One was a mentorship, which was high ticket for those who wanted to work with our team and myself closely to get results with one-on-ones and pretty much everything they needed. And then the low ticket community, which was for beginners, people just starting out, wanting to learn an AI tool, start monetizing it, etc. But that's just, if you're wondering. Now, I did leave, full transparency, I left AI Agency Builder and Autoscale to pursue my true passion, helping people build personal brands and create content. Because even though I loved what we were doing with the AI agency, it wasn't me. I wanted to teach people how to build personal brands and create content. So what I did was I wrapped everything up in that regard and handed it over to my business partner, Will, and his team. Because they're still going hard and doing really well in that. But I wanted to help people change their life with personal branding because I knew how much it had changed my life, right? And along my journey of doing all this, which I've just showed you, I learned that anyone can create a personal brand and change their life without having to spend money, without having to know business or have any experience, without having to learn sales or lead generation, or without having to have heaps of followers or go viral. It can happen fast. My life changed very fast, as you saw just then. It was only last year that I was still working that 9 to 5 at a telecommunications company. Only last year. And the 6 months after leaving that, life changed very fast. And even though I started posting in 2020, which was 4 years ago, I started taking my personal brand and content seriously in late 2024, October. And then when my Real Talk series started to blow up, that's when everything changed in 6 months. Because I generated 160 million views in a year. Generated 6 figures in 9 months. 9 months. 240 followers collectively in 12 months. So if you scope out that, my life changed very fast just because I hit the algorithm. So the best time to start is now. If you're thinking about starting posting content or your personal brand, start now. Because tomorrow, your life could change. You could get that viral video. You get all those followers, those views. People would want to buy from you. Now, what I want to present to you now is BrandBuilder. So this is a program and community I've been working on for a while now and just been building up. But I basically want to take building a 6-figure personal brand and making it a video game or like a game where you level up, you do quests, you take action and you get results on building your personal brand. That's basically what BrandBuilder is. So the free 10K program, which if you're already in, you already know what it's about. If you're from YouTube, make sure you go to the link in the description and join straight away. This is how to play BrandBuilder 10K. So first and foremostly, it's on School. And if you're not sure what School is, it's like an all-in-one platform where creators, entrepreneurs, business owners can monetize effortlessly. It has everything they need. And I trust it so much because it started by these 2 legends, Sam Ovens and Alex Hormozi, who I showed you at the beginning. But these guys know their stuff. They know what the market needs. They know what creators need to monetize. So I trust them and this community. And that's why I'm going all in on creating everything on School. Now, inside the BrandBuilder 10K program, you'll see this little tab here, which is the free program. This is where you start. You go here and then you start working your way through the modules. In the modules, you will notice that there's these quests and you have to comment under these tabs to complete the quest. And if you don't, then you haven't passed the quest. There's boss battle. So at the end of each module, there'll be a boss battle. So this is a hard task you need to complete in order to complete the quest. and you comment the relevant information below to complete the quest. You'll level up. So the more you comment, the more points you get, you will level up. And you will unlock some things that I'm building out. You'll unlock secret gifts at level 3, so even more content to go through and improve your personal brand. But I'm not sure what I'm going to be providing, but it'll be epic. So if you get to level 9, you might have a one-on-one with me. You might have a free year of BrandBuilder 100K, something like that. Right? So you just complete the quests, work through the modules, and level up. That's all you need to do. So yeah, once you reach level 3, you unlock cool modules like this, secret gifts. This is the final boss of BrandBuilder 10K. And to pass it, you either need to make your first 5 sales on your paid offer, reach 5,000 followers on Instagram or TikTok, get a 1 million viewed video on Instagram or TikTok. That's what you need to do. Or all 3, or 2 of these, right? My main point is, by the time you finish BrandBuilder 10K, go through all the modules and take action, you'll be able to get one of these results, right? You will be able to pass this quest, meaning you will get one of these results from finishing a free program, which is pretty insane. So as long as you take action and implement everything I say in the modules, you should be able to pass this quest here. So after BrandBuilder 10K, you have the choice to enter BrandBuilder 100K. How do you play BrandBuilder 100K? So this is basically a massive extension of BrandBuilder 10K. It's a paid community and program. It starts with level 1 foundations, which is pretty much everything you need to get started building your personal brand, audience theory, picking a niche, all the small mindset things you need to pick up on and learn. Level 2 is content creation. So literally how to effectively create content whilst keeping it simple. So you will master content creation in level 2. Level 3 is growth hacking. I lay down everything I've learned about the algorithm, all the small growth hacks that you can take to get viral videos, get more attention, and grow faster with your content and personal brand. Level 4 is monetization. I've taken all my 6-figure secrets, everything I've learned about building funnels, monetizing, and packed it into level 4 so you can start making money off your content and personal brand. Level 5 is AI integration, AI tools and automations that you can use and implement to make the process of building your personal brand easier and also get more growth out of it. Level 6 is business scaling. So how to take your business from 5K upwards of 10, 20K a month with paid ads, contractors, and all the small moving pieces. Finally, bonuses. So everything that doesn't really apply to content, business, that applies to leveraging your personal brand will be in bonuses, which is like a hidden chest of goodies, right? But you also get weekly calls with me, 2 weekly calls, updates. So when there's an update, a new module, it will be available in BrandBuilder 100K. Worksheets. So worksheets you can actually duplicate, use, and look at time and time again. Templates to make everything easier, and other resources, hundreds of other resources. There'll be masterclasses available. There'll be events and live meetups. So if there's a student who wants to meet up in my area, I'll meet up with them, give them some value, shout them dinner. I've done it before. But the goal is to ascend from beginner level in BrandBuilder 10K and create a powerhouse 1-person business, personal brand, and build it to 6 figures and 100K followers, just like I've done. So I'm literally copy and pasting everything I've learned and putting it into BrandBuilder 100K. So who is BrandBuilder 100K for? So this is for people who complete BrandBuilder 10K and get results. So they will ultimately want to join BrandBuilder 100K and get more results on their personal brand. Or it's for people who want extra resources and modules to shortcut the progress. Join BrandBuilder 100K to just get everything straight off the bat, all the source, so you don't need to go through the beginning modules of BrandBuilder 10K and work your way up. If you're already a creator, a business owner, entrepreneur with experience, maybe you already have results in terms of views, followers, and income, you're already taking action and all the beginner stuff, just join BrandBuilder 100K, right? Because you're going to make the most of that content more than the BrandBuilder 10K content. So put simply, BrandBuilder 10K is a free program for beginners so you can learn how to get your first 10K followers and start monetizing. BrandBuilder 100K is where you can take that. It's pretty much everything on steroids and build your 6-figure personal brand. Get to 10K a month. So yes, that's pretty much the six-figure personal brand roadmap. To recap, start with BrandBuilder 10K, begin your personal brand, get results, and then when you're ready for more results and to scale up to a six-figure personal brand and get to 10K a month and all that good stuff, join BrandBuilder 100K. And you're playing this like a game, right? So as long as you pass all the quests and you move forward with all the modules, you will get rewarded. That's how it works. Because I've set it up that way because I have played my life like a game and it's always helped me level up faster. So that's how I want you guys to play building your personal brand. Now at this stage, you should know if you want to start a personal brand or not based on what I've told you. But if you're still not sure, this is who exactly building a personal brand is for. So it's for beginners with no experience. You don't need to know anything about content, about business to start a personal brand. It's for those who want to monetize their passion. So if you're someone who has a passion, you've always struggled with figuring out ways to monetize it, you can monetize it with school and a personal brand. Those who want status or financial freedom, trust me, a personal brand is the easiest path to get leverage and status and achieve financial freedom. Coaches, business owners, entrepreneurs. So if you own a business, you can benefit from starting a personal brand and get probably 10x the results from starting a personal brand. Or it's for creators already creating content, but wanting to take it to the next level and monetize. So creators, they might be creating content, but they haven't branded themselves yet. So they can start a personal brand and take everything to the next level. That's who personal branding is for. What is my goal with BrandBuilder and my own personal brand? My number one goal is to change lives and inspire those who are lost just like me. The satisfaction and fulfillment I get when someone messages me saying I helped them out, I helped them improve their life is the best feeling in the world. It's way better than seeing those Stripe payments. It's way better than, eating a burger. It's the best thing to me. So if I can get more of those stories, people coming to me and saying, look, JMoss, you helped me build a personal brand. It's changed my life. That's what I live for. And that's my number one goal. My personal brand through JMoss Mentality, again, is to change people's lives through my content. I want to keep myself authentic. I want to tell stories. I want people to consume my content and change their life with or without purchasing from me or even following me, right? Because I know that content has the power to change people's lives. I also want to have freedom to do what I want to do, provide for my family and friends. I grew up the eldest of 7 siblings and I learned that responsibility at a young age that I wanted to provide for my siblings and look after them and provide them security. So that's why I do what I do and why my passion is changing people's lives and impacting people. I don't want to have to worry about bills and rent ever again. I want to do what I love, my passion for a living, and inspire, right? Inspire people to do the same. That's my thing I've learned that I want to pass on to you is that it's possible. Whatever goal you have in your mind, just know that it is possible. And all you have to do to get there is learn, implement, refine, get results, double down, and grow. But none of this can happen if you don't take action. So you can't learn from your mistakes if you don't take action. You can't implement new things if you never take action in the first place. You can't refine the things that you're learning and doing if you don't take action. And finally, you can't get results and grow if you're not taking action. So if you're thinking in your head, I need to post, and you never do it, then you're never going to be able to get those results or achieve that goal that you have in your head, whether it's 10K a month, 100K a month, 6 figures, whatever. You're not going to be able to get there if you haven't taken action on anything. That's one harsh thing I've had to learn. Finally, I want to encourage you guys to share your wins in the BrandBuilder 10K program. So as soon as you get a follower, even if it's just one follower, you get your first follower from this program, first 100 followers, first $5 sale. No matter how small or how big your wins are, share them, because each month I'm going to pick one person to work one-on-one with me, and they'll also get upgraded to BrandBuilder 100K for free for an entire year. So one person who shares their wins every month will get rewarded. That's inside the BrandBuilder 10K program. And if you're from YouTube, make sure after this video you join straight away and get working. Post those wins and results in the tab here, which is in the community section of the school, and that's all you need to do. So that is the six-figure personal brand roadmap tied into Brand Builder in a nutshell. That's everything. And all you need to do is take action. But ultimately, the quest is in your hands. I've already told you that Brand Builder 10K is absolutely free, no strings attached. You're literally going to lose nothing by going through that, completing the quest and taking action. But ultimately, that's your responsibility. If you want to start working toward building your personal brand, achieve financial freedom, get to 10K a month, scale your following and your status, your quest has to start now, and it's in your hands. And there's a few things I want to leave you with. So first thing is keep things simple. I used to overcomplicate everything. In reality, things are more simple than they appear. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, feeling complicated, just trust your gut and go with the most simple way to do things. Second, use our community. If you get stuck, if you have a question, go to school, post that question, post your content for feedback. If I don't see it and reply to it, someone else will and help you out. You got to use our community. Don't get stuck and just leave it. Try and work through that by using what you have. You only lose if you give up. So you could be months and months and months posting and building a personal brand without getting results. But you only lose if you give up after those months. If you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, no matter what, trust me, you will get results, right? Because you only lose if you drop everything and walk away. But if you haven't done that, at some point, you will start winning. Help others, you will learn as well. That's why I started this whole thing, because I realized that when I'm teaching people what I've done or what I've learned, I actually learn more. I'll learn more about personal branding by doing this. I'll learn more about content. I'll learn more about myself and what I actually like doing by doing this. So when you see someone who needs help, don't gatekeep. Actually help them. Participate. Help them out, because you will learn something as well. And don't do side quests. I can't reiterate this enough. When I've had success, it's because I've been focusing 110% on something. All my energy is going to that one thing. So don't just do this and then something else and then something else on the side and your 9 to 5, because your energy is going to be scattered and ultimately you're not going to get anywhere with anything. So pick one thing. And if you're picking personal branding, go all in on it. Don't do any side quests. Give this a crack for at least 3 to 6 months. Trust me, you will get results and you will benefit massively. But if your energy is divided, don't expect those great results. Here's a summary of everything I went through today. Firstly, you learned what a personal brand is and how to get started and the massive leverage it can create for you. How to start your quest and how to start playing Brand Builder so you can get started. And you learned about my story, my big why, and you know the 6-figure personal brand roadmap. Everything from this video end to end is the 6-figure personal brand roadmap you need to take action on. Your quest starts now. Good luck. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the Brand Builder 10K community.